What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of the Driving Professor. For those of you who are new to the channel, I am your host, this is Rashid White, and I'm a professional driver for the past 21 years, and driven tractor trailers, driven buses, 2 years, well, 2.5 years over the road, truck driver. The rest is with the bus, and this channel is mainly geared towards brand new drivers and drivers between 1 and 3 years pretty much. And I teach people advanced defensive driving strategies, stuff that's not taught in the driving schools, things that only us professional drivers really know. And I'm here to teach this stuff, teach this stuff to the general public. All right, so today we're going to be doing a reaction video. This is coming from Brightside, and this one is 15 defensive driving secrets that can save your life. And we'll go over this and see if if there's anything I can add, whether I agree to this type of agree to it or not. And yeah, man, it has 3.3 million views. Wow, I didn't know defensive driving was a big thing. I was like, man, I said, I don't know, people care about defensive driving, but obviously I'm definitely wrong about that. So let's get into this. Let's get this up here. Full screen effect. Let's do it. This comes from Brightside. Definitely subscribe to the channel. They make this video possible today. So for educational use, it's educational type of education, it makes everybody a winner. Yeah, definitely do agree with this. Drive as fast as you can see. I said this numerous times on the channel. And we did, in the earlier videos, uh, no, yeah, earlier videos back in December, no, February, March, April. Uh, we did some demonstrations of this stuff. Definitely, man, drive as fast as you can actually see. Take your time out there. Most definitely concur with this. If somebody wants to get into your space and driving in the wintertime, back off. Don't listen to that. Listen, when it comes to inclement weather, it's not that serious, man. If it takes you an hour longer to get there, you'll get there. You definitely, especially in snow, you don't want an accident when you're immobilized on the road and your radiator busts and you don't have any heat or anything like that. So if somebody gets into your gap, definitely back up even more. I was driving for Greyhound back in 2012, and from New York City to Boston, it's normally a 3 hour and 45 minute trip. And it took me 7.5 hours to get there. It was like 2 feet of snow. They didn't plow the roads or the highways or anything like that. And you see all these buses in the ditch, trucks in the ditch, and you definitely don't want that to happen. So I drove like 20 miles, and I felt like I was one of those ice road truckers, man, going up the Yellowknife or something like that. So definitely take your time. If somebody gets into your gap, just back off even more. Just create more of a following distance. All right, let's move on. Yeah, definitely. I definitely do agree with this. Look 12 to 15 seconds ahead of you and analyze everything that's actually going on the streets. If you're, just going straight, you're going to make a turn, take a couple of seconds, look to see what's going on the sidewalks. Are there any kids there? Process everything that's going around. I mean, driving a car, even driving a bus or truck is relatively easy. 95% of this stuff is mental. And, you analyzing everything, every variable, anything that could possibly happen. If there's a car trying to make a U-turn, erratic driver, all the stuff that you have to definitely process there. All right, let's move on. Let's see what's the idea. Yeah, never really had a stick shift for the car. My car is automatic, but the tractor trailer did have a clutch. It was a manual transmission, and I just drove at a safe speed in in inclement weather. Never had to use the clutch. Never even heard of that. But that's why we all can learn from something. Yeah, definitely in the fog situation, definitely drive as fast as you can actually see. Don't get cocky, don't get arrogant, and definitely true about the high beams. Make sure those fog lights are on. Make sure you get some good headlights. That's the main thing too. Preferably, I would get the LEDs and especially the fog lights. The beam pattern is definitely much brighter. People see it more. And hey, listen, it saves you some money too because they last for about 3 to 4 years before they actually burn out. Yeah, it's. Okay, don't put yourself in a position where you have to rely on the ABS. Just take your time, keep your spacing. When it comes to inclement weather, icy roads, and let everybody else go, man. You just take your time, get in there, and just be mentally tough. Just understand in your mind that it's going to take you a while to get there, and just be patient. All right. Let's move on. The video is well put together. counter steering. Yeah, and definitely, this if you follow the defensive principles that I'm laying out for you guys and gals, then you'll never be in a drift situation. I never was in a situation where I had to drift. Maybe one time, um, the roads was actually icy, and there was a pile up, and I narrowly missed it by not panicking and following. But that wasn't necessarily a drift though. It was just that was like 5 or 6 years ago. I don't remember when it really even happened. All I know is that we didn't get into no damn accident because that was a rental car, and that would have been that would have been that would have been really bad. All right, check the road. Let's see. Let's see. Definitely agree with that. Yeah, listen, if you're very comfortable behind the wheel, you can actually do that. But then again, I mean, it's all situational. It all depends on the amount of traffic around you on icy roads or on snow. If it's 80 miles an hour, divide it in half by 40. But always make sure your spacing is definitely on point, man. So if the spacing actually says you have to do 20 miles an hour, even in the 80-mile-an-hour zone, then that's what you have to do. So definitely just keep your composure, stay disciplined, and think of the prize. And the prize is actually getting to your destination safely and you know but not in a box. All right. Yeah, that's definitely true too. And make sure your tires are up to par too, man. Don't get any used tires. Like on an SUV, I think one used tire could be about $45. So if you put four of them on, so it's about almost $200. But just save up the extra money, get brand new tires, and they'll last you about good 3 to 4 years. This will save you a lot of time, especially like getting into an accident. Like I said, you get into an accident, you lose a lot of time. So don't be cheap with the tires. Definitely get invest your money in good quality tires. And what Brightside just said in terms of actually keeping on the road where you have a patch of snow here, a patch of snow there. Yeah, you can definitely get caught up in some ice, and it can force you to actually drift. I don't have a stick shift, but that's good to know. If I ever do get a car with a manual transmission, that's definitely good to know there. True. Yeah, we talk about this on the channel all the time, and yeah, definitely don't assume that the person is actually going to do the right thing, and always be prepared for. And it says from time to time, depending on where you live at. Like in New York City, people are going to speed up on you. People are in a hurry, um, and they're not nice here. It all depends on where you actually live at. Major cities like Los Angeles, New York, Chicago. People got to work hard, two, three jobs. They're in a rush, and especially like in New York City here, man, the mayor is actually making our streets much smaller and causing more traffic in a sense, though, causing more accidents with this Vision Zero initiative. All right, let's move on. Yeah, absolutely. Definitely do agree with this. Leave yourself out, and sometimes you can't bring your car, especially like a truck or a bus, cannot bring it to a complete stop. So make sure you check your mirrors every 3 to 5 seconds. And if how fast the vehicle is on the side of you are going, and you should be constantly processing that every single second, every single minute. Yeah, we'll wrap this up over here. The last one is most definitely important. You guys, you know, definitely understand that. You got, females here too, not just the guys. But yeah, you need. It takes a couple of seconds, man, for an accident to actually happen, man. So you have to, if you're um one of the other things I should say too is actually just know where you're actually going to. So have your GPS set, pre um pre what's the word I'm looking for here, man? Definitely have your route in mind, and a backup route. Like when I used to do, like I say if I do a charter, I say, okay, here's the way I'm going to go. Pre trip, pre map everything. If this doesn't work out, then we have another alternate right there. I'll keep that in mind there. So definitely know where you're going, and that will save you a lot of issues. No distractions, guys and gals. No distractions. No, definitely. If you gotta text someone, pull over, but people aren't going to do that. So definitely back off, man. You got to drive a little bit slower. So if you're doing 65 miles an hour, if you have to text, since people are going to do it, they're not going to listen to me anyway. You have to look at your phone. Definitely back off, slow it down to like 55, 50 something miles an hour if you have to do it. But definitely don't do it. Definitely don't do it. All right. So if you like the video, please comment, like, subscribe, share it. Share it is absolute caring. When you share, the universe definitely shares back with you. Peace out.